You know what's crazy? This is like $600 worth of batteries just sitting right here in front of me. And I just sit here and talk about them and hope that you guys listen. Kind of an interesting, fun job. Fun way to kill some time, you know? All right, let's talk about this. So here we go. We have the SmallRig VB99. I originally purchased 2 or 3 of these back in October of 2023. Great battery. I've actually been using it for the last year and a half. Up next, we have the SmallRig. This is the VB99 SE. Another great battery. SmallRig actually sent these out last week for me to make a video on them. They didn't really pay me anything. They just sent me some batteries and said, hey, we hope that you enjoy. And I said, okay, cool. Up next, the SmallRig VB99 Pro. More metal design. SmallRig also sent this battery out. And over here, just for funsies, just to throw it in the mix, we've got the K&F Concept. I don't even know if this battery actually has a name. K&F Concept V99 Pro. This one I've talked a lot about on this channel before. Figured I'd throw it in the mix because today we are doing a comparison on what the actual heck is the difference between these batteries. They're all kind of different price points and they're all kind of do the same thing a little bit differently every now and then. So let's slide the K&F Concept out of the way because nobody cares about that thing. And let's talk directly about these 3 batteries. This is the VB99, the VB99 SE, and the VB99 Pro. Now, I'll make this video very simple for you guys because it's been complicated for me to understand, and SmallRig kind of does a very good pricing structure to try to get you to purchase the higher end models all the time. So for reference, VB99, old model of battery. I don't believe they make these anymore, and this model has been replaced by the VB99 Pro. So these two are fairly similar, although this is an older version and this is the updated version. The VB99 SE right here, think of SE kind of like the iPhone SE, a little bit cheaper, still does the same things, but it's cut corners on a couple different spots, a little bit cheaper of a battery. So let's rock with this. I ripped off the top of this battery a very, very long time ago because it was very annoying to work with. It was a little flap, it flapped over to the side, and it was just terrible. And I was using these ports a lot, and so I just ripped off the cover, and I've been rocking it ever since. This battery's gotten rained on just like this and hasn't damaged any of the ports. This thing has been a tank over the last basically year and a half that I've been rocking with it. So up top, you've got USB-C port, USB-A port, 8-volt out and 12-volt out. For any of you port keys monitor users, these barrel connections are fantastic for your port keys monitors because you can just run a barrel connection directly into the monitor. The USB-C port on the top of here does 65 watt out, 65 watt in. So you can charge it with a 65 brick watt adapter. You can also charge things like a laptop or anything at 65 watts out. Very plastic design, feels good, kind of grips on the side, and your screen here, it's okay, kind of gives you some information about what's using what, and just, it's been a great battery. Now, the thing is, what's the difference between the SE and the Pro? Because there's some misinformation online out there, and even some things that I was reading. Something that I read that I'm just gonna go ahead and debunk right here, right now, is I read on Reddit earlier today when I was doing some research for this video that the VB99 SE cannot power DTAP and USB at the same time. That is false. Don't listen to that. I just charged my laptop at full 65 watts out while powering my Shinobi 2 monitor via the DTAP while also powering... Jesus. That is false. So don't believe that. If you see that on Reddit, just know, hey, you can use the DTAP port and the USB-C out and the USB-A out and the 8-volt out all at the same time. Your battery's probably not going to last very long, but it actually works. So The big thing with that, and the big reason I love that, is because something I'll do a lot with these batteries is I will have it mounted to my camera rig, powering my monitor, powering my camera, but I'll also be, say we're filming an interview and I've got a Zoom recorder recording audio over a boom mic above. I'll go ahead and say, hey, if this is gonna be a long record session, I'm not gonna worry about the AA batteries in the Zoom recorder. I'm just gonna run a USB-C cable from the top of this battery over into my Zoom F3 and charge my audio recorder, my camera, and my monitor all from a V-mount battery. Now, the biggest budget line item that I can see out of the VB99 SE is gonna be a more plasticky, almost cheaper feel. It's not that cheap. It's kind of, I mean, it's not a big deal. Kind of, it's, I don't really see the difference. It's a more plasticky, cheaper feel. Also, up top, you only get one USB-C, one USB-A, and then your 2 barrel connection ports. So you're a little bit more limited, but the biggest thing is, and the biggest slowdown of this battery, if you call it a slowdown, is your USB-C port on the top is 65 watt in and 65 watt out. When you compare that to the big brother, the VB99 Pro, which is the kind of upgrade to the VB99 original, the VB99 Pro, up top, you go ahead and get 2 USB-C ports. So if you're running more of a USB-C type setup, congratulations, you've got 2 ports up here. You've got the 2 barrel connections, the same as the other one. You've got the 8 volt and the 12 volt, and you have a whopping USB-A right in the middle. Now, design-wise, this one's a little bit more metal construction. It feels metal. I'm not exactly sure what it's made out of, but it gives you a little bit more premium feel. Feels kind of good. And something you've noticed at the top of both of these updated batteries, the VB99 SE and the Pro, this flap that you use to cover the ports has been redesigned and so much better. So when you close the flap, you can close the flap fully and it works great, all right? Cool. But when you open the flap, it's got this little notch at the top. And so when you fold the flap open, the flap stays perfectly open just like it is. And that's the same on the SE and the 99 Pro. And I love that upgrade because if I would have had that on my original VB99, dog, I wouldn't have ripped that flap off and threw it in the garbage because this is actually useful. You can use it, it protects your ports, and you can close it, and you can use it, and it protects your ports. Great. The biggest difference that I see between the VB99 Pro and the VB99 SE, the biggest difference, and whether this is worth the increase in price to you is up to you, is you get an additional USB-C port out of this battery, and the battery charges and outputs power out of those USB-C port at 100 watts instead of your 65 watt. So if you're somebody like me and I don't know, you've got a MacBook that you like to bring around and you travel with your MacBook a lot, you can plug your MacBook into your VB99 and get 100 watt charging to your MacBook, which is super cool. I love that. That's great. However, if you just got an SE, you can still charge your laptop. It's just going to charge at 65 watts, which make of that what you will. Another cool feature that I've seen done with the Pro model is because both of these are in and out USB-C ports, you can plug a charger into the wall, a charger into the battery, charge the battery, while also outputting a charge to a laptop or to a device. So say if you're in a hotel room for the night and you've only got one power brick and you need to charge your V-mount batteries and your laptop and your phone, you can plug the V-mount battery into the wall and you can also plug a device into the V-mount battery and it will charge both simultaneously. It'll fill up your battery and your battery will fill up your device. So that's pretty cool. Another very weird thing that I've noticed, and I don't know where you would use this, you might use this, you might find it useful, is on the very bottom of the SE battery, you get a 1/4-20 thread. That's kind of cool. I mean, the problem is you don't get one on the bottom of the Pro. So I don't actually know a use case of where I would use this, but looking at it, I was like, oh, that might be useful just to mount it to a light stand directly instead of having some sort of clamp to clamp it on the side, or instead of sitting it on the ground, you can literally just screw that thing into a 1/4-20 somewhere. It's an interesting touch. I'm not 100% sure how much it matters, but yeah. Other than that, the displays are slightly different. On the Pro, you get a full color display. On the SE, you get a basic display. I don't really care too much about the displays on here because outside of seeing your battery levels, you can technically see how much charge each device is getting on the back of them. And the thing that I love actually about the displays on here, that's another side note that you don't get on the original VB99 that I've had for years, is the fact that when you have multiple devices plugged in or even one device plugged in, on both of these batteries, it'll actually say